Hello, this is Christoph Clermont from EFI with another video about the new features in version 8.5. In this video, I will cover the new enhancements for the form editor. So what I've done, I've actually created a new campaign and created a new form with a very creative name, New Form. And what we see here is a couple of new things that makes it incredibly easier to deal with form design and to arrange items in a form. So when we have the first group always is there, we got the button here. So we can now drag a checkbox from the top toolbar area here. We still can also add them via the plus sign here, a text area, for example, but then we can be able to move them around inside that group. And not only inside that group, because if we create another group by dragging the group icon on top of the first group, so we can give it a name here, and after that we can drag items in there, but also we can move items freely between the groups, exactly in the position where they belong to. So pretty nice and much easier than the up and down things earlier. The delete is now to delete the items, it's now in the menu here, or to delete the entire group as well. Another enhancement is in the button. So when we click on edit the button, we get a little plus here, and that plus allows us to create another button. So there is now not only one button for submitting, but another one, which is actually meant to be the cancel button. So this button, you will be able in the design to assign a link to that button to maybe the previous page, but nothing more. So there is no button action assignable to that cancel button because the button is not submitting, like this one here. Let me delete these two items because nothing has changed here. And let's add a radio button because something new is with the radio buttons as well. Radio buttons now can be also image radio buttons. That was a frequent request from customers. And when we go to edit here, we will have a new checker that is use images. So now we got three options, radio 1, 2, 3, and no values. So let's put some values in 1, 2, and 3. And now we can say use images, which will give you an image selector here. And I don't have any choices. And this plays along with another feature of version 8.5, and that is it's called account-based images. So since version 8, we only had campaign-based images, so they were only per design, per campaign. And with version 8.5, there's another type of images introduced, and that's account images. It's kind of back introduced from version 7. So let's see how we can get images in there. So we now see already an image preview, but nothing really happens. So when we go to the landing page, where our form is supposed to be. So let me scroll down to the form section here. In the form sections, we can select the new form here. So we will see our empty radio images and our two buttons. So before I forgot this, we got the button, which is a submit button, and we got the cancel button here. And there is another setting here, it's cancel target page. So once you got a cancel button, you can actually say the cancel target page should be whatever the final page or the same page with the reload. So that's a thing how you can actually link that cancel button to a specific page. So now onto the radio images. You can't not do directly upload images to the radio button here because it belongs to the form model. To be able to upload images, you can actually use any item, any image, any background image here. So when you click in the image dialog, when the image is set to upload it, you now will see this little guys over here, which is campaign images and account images. So you can toggle between them both. And you see, we don't have any account images. So now it's the time to upload some account images. So let's upload some images for my desktop here and select a couple of PNGs. So we go. Now we have icons in the account sections. And once we have done this, we can go back to our form, edit, and now we should see all the images here in that section. So let's put a couple of them in here. We got a nice envelope and another one down here. Okay. So this is now our selection of radio images here. Looks pretty nice and should appear in the same way at the landing page. Maybe we need to refresh the design once. So now we can click on that images instead of radio boxes. So that's about the radio image button. That's about the group, the cancel button here. And that was about the new nice ways of designing and working with forms. I think there's one last thing which we should mention as well. And that is that we get now copy and paste for each of the items, because that was another customer request. How can I actually copy my controls from one form to another? And that also counts for groups. So I can actually copy the group, go to another form and paste the group. So I got my group down here and I can easily now move logic and items between the different forms which I have. Thanks for listening. Hope it was fun for you and hope you enjoy version 8.5 and see you soon.